Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to today's discussion on mastering your marketing message, how AI is helping financial advisors stand out and attract clients. I am Horse's Mouth's Doug Pierce, and I am joined by Sean Bailey and Devin Kropp, who lead Horse's Mouth's AI Marketing for Advisors workshop and also the AI-powered advisor workshop as well. So welcome both of you. And I guess we can just start with the simple question, what is a message platform and why should every financial advisor have one? Sean?
Oh yeah, Doug, before I get into that, I just wanted to just, clarify for everybody too. So our AI-powered financial advisor program is basically introduction to AI for financial advisors. And then the other program Doug mentioned that's coming up in April is basically introduction to AI marketing for advisors. Um, and we're doing some amazing things in that program. And at the heart of it is the message platform. This is something that in 20 years in the business, I've never run across advisors who've had this sort of thing in place. And your message platform is um, a series of statements or marketing statements or mission statements, however you want to look at it. They're statements that you make about your business in a variety of different contexts, relating to building out marketing. So, for instance, there in our program we step people through an 8-minute um, interaction with an AI tool that we've created. And the output from this interaction creates a message platform for the advisors. So let me just quickly tick off the elements of it, right? So one of them, the first one is called the firm name significance. This may or may not mean anything to some firms, right? If you're in your second generation, or it's a father-son team, or father-daughter team, or whatever the case may be, or mother-son, mother-daughter, whatever, there's some significance there. But the other ones are expertise areas, right? So you need to be able to speak eloquently and effectively and succinctly about what your areas of expertise are. Then another one is brand personality. How do you want to come across in your marketing? These message platform elements are used in our AI marketing program to infuse the prompts, which are the manner in which we talk to AI and ask it to do various things. In the program, it's create a 1-year marketing plan. But anyway, the other ones are your target audience, right? You really need to be very clear about who that is. The pain points of the target audience, a specific statement about what are the typical problems that your clients face, and what is your interpretation through your eyes, how you see the biggest problem they face, and then through the client's eyes, how they see it. Like, just for instance, for the program I create, I have a firm called Bailey Financial Planning. So I step Bailey Financial Planning through all the elements of this AI marketing program. And when we look at something like what is the problem or challenge that Bailey Financial Planning is solving? Well, when you step through the program, we give you the advisor's perspective, right? Which from Bailey Financial Planning's perspective is pre-retirees lack a comprehensive, tax-efficient retirement distribution strategy that coordinates their various retirement accounts, Social Security benefits, and other income sources. Through the client's perspective, the challenge is I'm worried about paying too much in taxes during retirement, and I don't know the best ways to withdraw from my different accounts to make my money last. Okay. So that's just, item number 7 of the message platform. And we go through other ones like your unique selling points. What are the negative consequences of not solving the problem I just mentioned? Competitive differentiation, right? How are you different from robo-advisors or people across town? What is the core product or service that you offer? And each one of these is answered in 1 or 2 sentences, okay? What is the primary benefit of working with your firm? What are the key benefits? What is the value proposition of your firm? A good one, right? What is the condensed value proposition, meaning how do you really say it in like almost half a sentence? Call to action, right? These are all bits of important messaging that go into your onto your web page, go literally into how you talk about, yourself in front of people, one-on-one, whatever the case may be, your social media advertising, um, et cetera. And so it goes, it keeps going through it. It's call to action, the desired action. What is it that we're hoping that people will achieve after they engage us? What are the benefits of taking these actions? What is your engagement process? Something about client testimonials, how you discuss your fee structure, et cetera. I'm not going to go through all 26, but this is a key aspect of the program because when you, the advisor, have stepped through with the assistance of AI, because listen, if we were starting from scratch and every advisor had to, you know, answer some questions that would put some meat on the bone of these 26 elements of the message platform, it would take several months and you'd probably pay 25 or $30,000 to a marketing consultant to really help you get it done right. And instead, this is one of the whole things about artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence. Um, we are leveraging super smart co-intelligence on our behalf. And so we've created this message platform system for advisors to use. And then all of these things that we're discussing later in the program go into creating uh, customized marketing, marketing actions, marketing material that the advisor, use to engage your clients and to engage your strategic allies and to engage the broader, public in your area, and ideally, of course, your prospects or even a niche market. So let me just leave it at that for the moment, Doug.
Yeah, and of course, to reiterate too, this message platform is going to inform just about every type of marketing piece that
Absolutely.
you create, and it's going to ensure that it's effective and driving the results you want.
Right.
So,
But
super
it's
helpful.
also like a Chinese menu. It's like now all 26 of these elements aren't funneled into one particular thing. If you're trying to create a landing page that's targeting, attracting your target audience, there's going to be in your prompts or the way in which you communicate with AI, you're going to mention something about the target audience, the client pain points and problems, what their challenge is, and maybe what your differentiation is. And then that's going to help you craft a landing page, for instance, that will motivate people to exchange their email address in return for what's known as a lead magnet or a white paper. It's a manner in which you can start to have conversations with people once they see your advertising. They click, they come to the landing page, they share their email. It's all part of this system that we teach people in the program.
Okay. Well, you alluded to, Sean, how much, not that long ago, doing this kind of work to establish this kind of message platform would have taken either hours on your end or, a lot of fees to consultants to help you set this up, right?
Yep.
So Devin, now, we have AI, we have AI tools like ChatGPT to help us out. How exactly do these tools help advisors build a message platform quickly?
That's a great question. I think, you alluded to in your question there, how prior to AI, people were, there were kind of two options. You were either spending a lot of time and money on hiring someone to do it, as you said, or you simply just did not have a message platform that you were working from. And I think a lot of advisors fall into the camp of they don't have a message platform or a formal message platform that they're working from. Maybe they have a mission statement or a vision statement that's on some of their marketing materials, but it's not a comprehensive messaging platform because, like you said, firms would charge thousands of dollars for this kind of work. And, most advisors don't really have the time to do this process on their own. But luckily with AI, now, you can really streamline this entire process into getting a complete message platform, by having a conversation with AI about your business. And as Sean mentioned in our program, we have this, tool that we lead our advisors through where they answer think it's 7 questions about, their firm, their beliefs, their values, how they differentiate themselves, and outspits this, 26-point document that has all of these really core parts of a message platform that then they can go use in various forms of their marketing. Even more powerful is just because, that was created by AI, and then they could take those parts and have AI create other parts of their marketing that's really gonna fit in with their overall messaging. So, obviously this is gonna save time, it's gonna save money, but it also, plays into their marketing down the road because now they can, use AI to create really, you know, marketing messaging that is part of their brand instead of having this generic thing spit back at them from, AI where they feel like this is good, but maybe it's not specific enough to my brand. If they have these elements from the messaging platform that they can put into their prompting, that they can share with ChatGPT, they're getting really specific and unique responses back that it overall is going to build marketing that is comprehensive and really fits into their brand. So I think there's so many benefits of using this kind of tool to really, for the first time for many advisors, have a message platform that they can truly work from for the rest of their marketing.
Yeah,
And
and I just wanted let me jump in there for a second and point out that yeah, Devin says it saves you time, saves you money. But here's the other thing that people can't, fully appreciate: the quality of the stuff that's coming out. Everybody hears about, oh, ChatGPT, it all sounds like ChatGPT, blah blah blah. Uh, Anybody who says that just simply doesn't know how to use it. And because what we're seeing is very high quality work. So in addition to saving you time and money, let's talk about the money piece. I mean, it really is true that the quality that you're getting back is something that people would have paid you would have paid a lot of money for. And so the savings of, the money is great, but you're not saving it just getting mediocre, okay, good enough stuff. You're getting really good stuff. And you have the ability through your ongoing interactions with the AI models that create your message platform to make those platform elements, deeper, better, stronger. You can pull out and look at each one, go through them one at a time if you want, or look at a specific one, have asked AI additional questions about it, give it some answers, and again, you also can take that message platform if you're going into a niche, and you can use the same process to develop a highly effective way to start communicating with your niche. And one of the biggest things that keeps people from pursuing a niche strategy is the fact that once you get your niche marketing plan done, it still is going to take 90 days to 6 months really to start getting some traction in your niche. But when you use these AI models, it is shrinking time to action because it's saving you like 80%. So 80% of your time on a standard task pre-AI. So if I said it's taking you, 90 days to 6 months to get your niche marketing strategy going after you've completed your plan, well, now I'm saying that you're going to start having real action. Once you complete your plan, you're going to start having real action within 30 days, and that's a big difference. That's a big difference.
okay, so these AI tools, they don't only help you draft the message platform, which is a huge task in and of itself, but also refining it and making it super effective. Is there anything you want to talk about that process, Sean? You talked a little bit about it, but
Yeah, no, I mean,
how I
it's just,
makes it.
yeah, it's just, all these different elements can, when you go through our program, you get I think more than 100 marketing prompts to do a variety of different things. And when we give you the instructions on how to have a conversation with the AI model about what particular marketing task it is that you're trying to achieve, you go back to your message platform based on the instructions and you pull message element, 4, 7, 9, and 11, and you load them into your prompt, and then boom, you're not talking generic stuff. You're talking about, the AI model is speaking very, very directly to you. And the other thing is it's also backed up by your completed marketing plan, your ideal client personas, your value proposition. And so imagine having a marketing director who knows all this stuff about you. If you hired a new marketing director today, it's still going to take them, 90 days to get up to speed and really understand in depth, your differentiation and the dynamics of your particular target market and really understanding those. And so now the AI model has all of that there at its fingertips. And so when you come to it with a particular marketing task, it is, supercharged and informed by not just the message platform, but your ideal client personas and your value proposition. So that's makes it really, really highly personalized.
Okay, well, we've been talking a little bit high level why having a message platform is so beneficial. But Devin, maybe you could talk a little bit about how the day-to-day processes of marketing can be made easier by having this message platform in place, like content creation, for example.
Great question. I look at it as like having a complete message platform can really be kind of a shortcut for all the rest of your marketing. Because instead of starting from scratch every single time, say you need to write a blog post or a newsletter, and even if you're using, ChatGPT, but you don't have a message platform completed, your prompts are going to need to be longer as you kind of, talk about, your brand and your goals and how you want the content to sound. However, if you have this completed message platform created already and you can have ChatGPT just reference it for, tone and style and your values and how you're differentiated, you are going to save a lot of time in creating other forms of marketing, other content through ChatGPT or even on your own if that's something you want to do. I think one of the main benefits is brand consistency, right? So if you have a message platform that ChatGPT is constantly referencing back to as it's creating new content for you, all of that marketing, all of that content is going to feel consistent, right? In the tone that is used, the style. If you have a niche, it's going to know that and write for that niche. If you have, specific pain points that your clients and your prospects face, and that's part of your message platform, it's going to be referenced. If you have a process that you walk all new clients through, that can be part of that too. So it's referenced in all of this kind of, blogs or newsletter, or even in onboarding documents that you send out. ChatGPT knows that about you and can automatically add that into any sort of content. I think what's really powerful too is now for anyone who has played around with ChatGPT, you might have noticed they have a new feature called projects where you can kind of upload documents into this project and then have it creates certain other documents from it. So you could have a project around your content creation. You could upload your message platform into those documents, and every time you go to create content, you're going into that project, you're prompting it, and ChatGPT is automatically going to reference that messaging platform, meaning all the marketing that content that comes out of it is going to be consistent with what is listed in that messaging platform. And I think that is so, so huge because while ChatGPT's output is really good if you just are prompting it on its own, if you don't have that messaging platform in there, it's going to miss out on some of the nuance on what differentiates you and your business from others. And you might have to go back in and add that or tell it to add it back in. However, if it has this source document of 26 points about your business and what you do, that content that comes out is going to be even better than it could have been without it. So I think that's one area where having a messaging platform is really important. Another area I see is if you want ChatGPT to kind of audit your website or give you tips on how to improve your website copy, having it be able to reference a messaging platform that has, your value proposition laid out, your processes, what you do for your clients, the story of your firm and why you are who you are and what you do, it's going to give you much better results. And that's saying, even without that, it's giving you good results. But if you have that specialized language in there, it's going to do a fantastic job at creating that content and that website copy for you.
Yeah, it's just a principle of using these AI tools, right? The more training you give them, the better the output they can return to you. And this message platform is like, the mother load of
Right.
training document for your marketing. Yeah, Awesome.
Yeah, it's more like if you think about it, let's use the nuclear reactor metaphor. Nuclear reactors have fuel rods, and the fuel rods are inserted that then causes the fission, that then heats up the water, that then creates the steam, that then creates the electricity. And so you have these 26 message platform elements, and they're kind of like marketing fuel rods that go into your virtual AI marketing machine.
Mhm.
And as you draw upon them, uh, you're calling out to them and bringing them into your interaction with the AI model because you're making them part of your prompt. And your prompt is this code, right? The other thing that people learn in our class is that we're all coders now. It's unbelievable. It's called no code coding, and it's actually natural language processing is another phrase they use to describe it. Guess what it is? It's just English. We are speaking in English to the computer, or we are typing in English, telling it what we need, what we want, and it answers back very fluently. And when that conversation is underpinned with these message platform elements, you're having some really deep, important conversations about your marketing and getting really high quality work from your virtual marketing director, frankly.
Yeah, and but ChatGPT won't, have a reaction and have a
They won't
nuclear
ask to go
fallout
on
or anything like
vacation.
that. So, yeah, 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 that either. Okay, Sean. Well, so we've had one round of advisors that went through the first AI marketing for financial advisors workshop. Okay, we start again early April, April 3rd. Have there been any, success stories or aha moments that you've
Yeah,
seen
yes.
advisors have
Yeah,
when it
we've
comes
had
to this?
we've had a few. One that comes to mind is in addition to developing the message platform, part of your message platform is having uh, an multiple ideal client personas to really, for your marketing to be good and for you to really understand your market. You've got certain types of people in your book of business that meet your general criteria. But when you step through our process of answering like 6 or 7 questions, and then the AI model will create for you draft ideal client personas. It usually gives you 2 or 3 different personas of people who are in your uh, existing clients really, but it's anonymous stories, or it's fictional stories about people who are very real. You absolutely recognize them and the issues that they're dealing with, and so that is another key aspect of, in essence, your message platform. It supports your message platform. An advisor, we stepped through this, and he was like, "Wow, this is amazing. I always wanted to have an ideal client persona. I really hadn't done it, or I did it a long time ago, but now." Uh, this was great. And then at the end of his conversation with the AI model about creating his ideal client persona, the AI model just out of the clear blue suggested, "Hey, should I now draft a case study of that demonstrates how you and your firm have worked with this ideal client persona, right? Because the ideal client persona is like this, fictional narrative of this particular family and all the issues and challenges they have." And the AI model said, "Okay, we've got this and you like it and it's great. Now let's take it to the next chapter in the story. They're now working with you. How does that look? In what manner does it unfold?" And so he said, so the model was saying, the AI was saying back to the advisor, "Would you like me to make a case study of this?" And he said, "Yeah, okay, great." And boom, back comes the case study, and he looks at it and says, "This is absolutely fantastic. And I'm having a meeting with a client tomorrow afternoon that fits exactly like this." So then he says, I asked the AI model, "Okay, now I love this case study, but I kind of want to share this information in an email with this prospect that's coming in tomorrow. Can you draft a little letter, an email that draws from your case study and craft it in a way that makes it sound like, I'm sharing this as an example of what it is like for people such as yourself who I've worked with in the past." And it created this letter, and he made some small changes, and he sent it off to the prospect. And apparently they had a very successful meeting. And you know, he wouldn't have had any of that hadn't he, gone through the program and developed his ideal client personas, and then actually had the light bulb went off. I mean, he had one of those moments when you're working with AI, and even though in this case the AI suggested, should I create the case study? And he said, yes, go ahead. Then he had the idea, oh, now I want you to extract a um, eloquent and compelling email from the case study to share with this person. So he was thinking in the same way the AI was thinking, and it led to great results. So that's one example from our marketing group that comes to mind.
I think a lot of advisors will recognize, these best practices of having, an ideal client profile. Like they might have known about it, but they just didn't have the resources or the time to execute on it. And now they can. It's like a democratization of
Yes.
marketing
Yes.
best practices that
Right.
advisors can now
Yes, because
benefit from.
or they did it 20 years ago or 15 years ago. They did it once and they haven't had a chance to think about it. And it was really initially only intended to kind of help them kind of get them tuned into the types of prospects they're looking for. But now it's been re-energized by stepping through this process, and that is that is another key thing. Advisors have too many hats, not enough time. The AI is the solution there. Advisors are now capable of spending, maybe a solid 4 hours a month working with the AI model on marketing, which, doesn't mean 4 hours in one sitting, right? An hour a week or something like that. And in those 4 hours, they're achieving what would be closer to like 20 to 30 hours worth of work, which they never would have ever been able to do. It just wasn't possible in the past, and now it is. And this is just, small example of the way generative artificial intelligence is really shaking up the world, and is going to continue to shake up the world of, broadly speaking, what we call knowledge workers, us who sit at a chair in front of a computer and typing and moving stuff around. The knowledge worker is now supercharged by having access to this co-intelligence, which are the AI models. And you just need to know how to properly leverage the model to get it to do the things you want, and then you really can enjoy its benefits fully.
Okay, and for those advisors who this sounds great and they want some help to establish their message platform and other elements of their marketing workflows enhanced with AI tools, we have a workshop coming up starting April 3rd that they can get that help, that step-by-step guidance. Is there anything you guys wanted to share about it? I just put the link on screen here, horsesmouth.com/AI marketing if you want to get the full rundown, but it's coming right up.
Yeah, and it's a 5-week program. It's 2 hours a week, and everything's recorded as well. And we're going to step you through um, everything that you need. We're going to have you re-examine your value proposition. We're going to take a deep dive on your ideal client personas. We're going to build the message platform that we've been discussing. Then we're going to create your 12-month marketing plan. Then we're going to show you how to have a virtual marketing director who you can call upon, who is informed by all those marketing things that I just mentioned, right? The value proposition, the ideal client persona, the marketing plan, the message platform, the value proposition. You're going to have somebody on your staff who you can have monthly marketing meetings with or ad hoc marketing meetings with, who really understands your situation and is able to help you get stuff done that previously you wouldn't have been able to get done. And what kind of stuff is that? That's marketing and communications, the kinds of things that resonates with the public and brings interest and inquiry back to you, that then triggers, an opportunity to have conversations with people. And then from there, you're off to the races. So that's what the program's all about.
Yeah, it's really exciting stuff. Really amazing, exciting stuff. So again, go to horsesmouth.com/AI marketing to find out more and join us in April. So great. Sean, Devin, thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you everybody for watching, for listening. Have a
Thank